This is my second time trying to film. Okay. So I wanted to make another video about the law of assumption and how to manifest with the law of assumption because my first video was a little bit too long and I rambled a lot and it wasn't very planned out. So I wanted to make one that's a little bit more concise and more coherent and that has all the steps and points all in a row. So, the law of assumption says that you manifest into your life what you believe. So, your dominant beliefs and whatever you focus on and that you allow to be true will manifest into your life. I have a lot of theories when it comes to how and what you manifest into your life. So, you know how some people will believe that they are right on like a test, they get the right answer. So that's their belief. So they should manifest that they got it right, but they don't. And I believe that it's because most humans have this internal belief that they will not always be right, that there is a chance that they can be wrong, and there's a chance that you can get a question wrong on a test, that you can fail, or that things can be left to chance, basically. And so that's why I think that even though some people believe with all their heart that they get a question right on a test, that they have a fact right when they're arguing with you, I think that they're able to get it wrong and not manifest it to be true in their reality, or I guess it is your reality, but if you have ever had that experience that you felt that you were completely right on a test but it didn't manifest, then that is because you have a internal belief from, I guess, when you were younger, or just because of what everyone else believes, that you won't always be right. So, since you manifest all the time, there's no moment in your life that you can just stop manifesting because your ability to manifest gives you your reality around you. If you had no ability to manifest, you wouldn't have your life, basically, like you wouldn't exist. Since you manifest all the time, it's not a hard thing to do. It's very easy. It's actually one of the most natural things that comes to all of us. But consciously manifesting is a totally different story because consciously manifesting is you saying, I want this, and I'm bringing it into my life consciously. So instead of me just subconsciously and unconsciously manifesting my life, you decide to take control of it and manifest what you actually want into your life. So you're able to give yourself the life of your dreams, basically. And a lot of people do this without even knowing what manifestation is and that it's even real. Some people just feel like it was their hard work or luck, maybe, but a lot that goes into success and getting the life of your dreams has to do with your mindset. So they believed that they were able to do it. They persisted until it came to be. They believed that through their hard work, they could manifest, bring about their desired life. But instead, they were working together with their mindset. And if they had more control or more knowledge about how much mindset can help you in manifesting everything you want, they probably would have been able to do it even faster or even more successfully. So, in the most basic terms, all you need to manifest is to change your beliefs about that thing that you want. That means you need to change your state of consciousness. Now, to change your state of consciousness, I know that sounds very daunting. It sounds like complicated or that it'll take a lot of work. But really, changing your state of consciousness is like changing your mindset and changing your inner world, your inner beliefs, your inner mindset. And that's basically changing your self concept. So, changing your self concept is pretty much the most basic way that you can manifest like everything you want without like choosing one by one what you want. So instead of being like, I want to manifest this job, you say, I'm going to manifest my own self concept to change. So that means that instead of having beliefs that'll hold you back, you change them for beliefs that will help you grow and help you manifest exactly what you want. That means that instead of saying stuff like that you always lose, or that you're never lucky, or that bad things always happen to you, or anything in that like negative sense, you change those beliefs into you are lucky, you always win, you're always number one, you always get what you want. And by changing that, like actually changing the beliefs that you feel inside of you, you're able to change your entire life. So I believe, in my own opinion, that changing your self concept is pretty much the most important thing you can do and take out of learning about manifestation, especially when it comes to the law of assumption, because this is pretty much a law of assumption technique, I guess, or step in the journey of manifesting, learning how to manifest. That's what makes manifestation with the law of assumption that much easier, because you're focused on actually changing the beliefs that you have inside of you, and then that will make literally every aspect of your life change for the better. So basically, you're taking yourself out of that victim mentality that life is only happening to you and you have no control over that, and you're changing it into being the master and controller of your reality. By changing your beliefs, you're able to bring about anything you want in your life. So life isn't happening to you, you are happening to your life. Like you are allowing your life to unfold in the way that you want it, instead of in the way that I guess the universe wants it to happen. So, I think that's a difference between the law of attraction and the law of assumption. That the law of attraction has a lot to do with like divine timing, and that the universe has a plan for you, and you're sort of like at the mercy of the universe or whatever you believe in. On the other hand, the law of assumption is very individualist, that you are able to have more control over your life, and you don't have to be at the mercy of something else making the decisions for you or saying what's meant for you. It's just whatever you want, you can get. And so there are a bunch of different methods that people use when manifesting. When you change your self concept, it requires a lot of inner work, and I think a lot of people call it like shadow work. So you just have to be aware of the beliefs that you have, and then consciously make an effort to change them. So instead of having a certain mindset, you try your hardest to have a different mindset. And over time, it'll change, and you'll be able to have a better, more positive outlook on your life, and that'll change into your life actually being more positive in the future. So people use also methods to manifest what they want, like specific things, or even to change their self concept. So the most popular ones are visualization, scripting, affirmations, and a lot of people use like vision boards so that they can physically see the life that they want. So they'll get a board and put pictures all around of, you can even like Photoshop your own stuff, like own pictures or your bank statement or whatever, to make it look like the way that you want it to look like in your ideal reality. And that'll help you see like the overall picture of your ideal life at that moment in time. And then visualizing is where you bring a scene into your mind's eye and your imagination of once you already have what you want. So you could also do this for your self concept, where you think about yourself in a certain situation where you would normally have like a negative reaction, but instead you're having the more positive reaction that you want to have in your life. So let's say you're trying to win the lottery in your daydream. So like this is has to do more like with your mindset. So you think you always lose things, or that you're very unlucky. So you're going to imagine yourself playing the lottery, and you're just playing like the simple little scratch cards, and every single one you give in, you win. And you just believe like, yeah, I always win. I'm always a winner. Everything I try, I win. I never lose at anything. So that's like your mindset sort of changing once you keep repeating the scene over and over, that you're winning and that you're lucky. And you have people around you saying, like, oh my God, you're so lucky. Like, how do you win so much? Those kinds of things, that kind of scene that would tackle a core belief of yours that you want to switch from negative to positive. And scripting is pretty much the same thing, just in writing. So, like, if you have trouble visualizing, you script either like you write down a scene that happened, but as like a journal entry. So, if you like writing in journals or if you like writing, you're able to sort of craft a scene, like a fake thing that happened in your life, talking about it as if it already happened. From the same sort of idea of like the lottery winning, you could write a journal entry like, today I did 5 scratch lottery tickets. I don't know how you call them. I've never done them before. The scratch lottery tickets, and I won all of them. I'm so lucky. And everyone was asking me, like, how are you doing this, you know? So you write it like that. And then you actually try to put yourself in that moment of you actually writing it down, like if it was true. Like, you're not just pretend, like, you are pretending, but you want to really immerse yourself. Like, if you're a kid playing a fantasy game and you're really into it and you believe it's real, that's where you want to be. And affirmations are as simple as they sound. You just think about, okay, there's this method that you like write down all the beliefs that you have that you want to change. You look at them and then you switch them and flip them to something positive and then put it as an affirmation for you to say. So if you say usually that you are unlucky, you switch that and put that you're always lucky, and then that's your affirmation. I am always lucky. And that'll help you sort of just flip the belief when it comes up. It's a very simple, easy method that you can use all the time. You don't even have to use like a list. You can just bring up affirmations as they come to your mind, and you don't have to use the same ones all the time. Basically, with manifestation, you make the rules. I feel like a lot of people sort of give too much, I don't know what it is, like, too, they take it a little too seriously and take people's advice at face value, and they don't like change it to serve themselves. So they feel like, I have to do this in the perfect way, or else it won't work. But that's not true. So like, you can change the methods in a way that'll make you do it the best way. I don't know, like, however you feel the most comfortable doing methods is how it'll work the best for you. Each method's purpose is to help you live in the end. So it helps you believe that you actually got your manifestation already. And living in the end is a very important core part about the law of assumption. It's a step in the process of manifestation. So to live in the end is to live in the state that you already have what you want. And that's pretty much the only sort of necessary thing for you to manifest in the law of assumption. I feel like the most important parts are changing your self concept, living in the end, and just to persist in your manifestation. So that's like to never give up on your manifestation. Literally, the only way that you can fail in your manifestation is if you give up on it. Because, I don't know, I feel like you can manifest at any point in time and there's no time limit. It's never too late, I feel like. And having that belief is pretty important as well. Someone's living in the end can be different from everyone else's. Like, for some people, it's being excited that it's coming. For others, it's being relaxed. For others, it's being like that anxious excitement of like, it's coming, like when you're waiting for a package and you're like impatient and you're excited for it to come. It's a different feeling and different state for everyone. But however it works for you, just work with your emotions of how you actually feel. Like, when a package is coming, how do you feel? Maybe that's the best way for you to see and gauge how you should feel when you're living in the end, and see how it works out for you. Because it's possible that you just need to do some like trial and error to see what emotions you want to invoke when you want to live in the end. So, yeah, basically, manifestation is just playing pretend. And a lot of people use that method of like being delusional. So, like, just believing that something is going to happen or that everything is working out for you despite there being no evidence for it at all in the 3D world. I don't know, sometimes being delusional and playing pretend and pretending that everything is working out despite the world being the complete opposite can help you through it, and then in the end it'll actually work out. Like you'll be able to manifest that into your life, like that everything is going perfectly, and people will question you like, how did you do it? How did you get past it? How did it work out so well for you so fast? And you'll know that it was your mindset, it was your ability to just have fun, play pretend, be a little delusional, and be able to manifest exactly what you want into your life. So I think that's it. I know my other video was a little bit like it had a little more information because it's longer and I rambled a lot, but in this one I wanted it to be a little bit more simple, easy to understand, and really quick. So, for anyone that's just getting into it and wants to know like the really basic steps, not steps, but like really basic points about the law of assumption, that's this. And if you want to watch the other video that I made, it'll be on a card. I don't know which side, but I'll link it below and in the card so that you'll be able to look over it. And I want to say thank you for how many views are on the video. There's like 200 something, and that's the most any of my videos have ever gotten. So I'm thank you, grateful. Hopefully that number will continue to grow on all the videos that I make. I know I'm still just starting out making videos and they're very like the same, very simple. Hopefully I'll just continue to dedicate even more time to learning about making videos and just practicing whenever I can. And I'm sure time and practice, practice makes perfect. It stopped. Okay, it stopped recording. But yeah, I want to obviously do more things when it comes to making videos in the future. I have a lot of plans, but I struggled a lot with perfectionism when I thought about making these videos because ever since I was a kid, I wanted to be someone who makes like a creative person who writes and does YouTube and draws and all of those things. And at one point, I was like, I'm getting older. No, I'm not like I'm not old at all. I'm only 22. I'm turning 23 in 2 months. But like, that's not old at all. I'm very young. But I am getting older, and I just wanted to sort of get over that perfectionism that I had and just sort of do it. I guess the most important step is just that like first jump into whatever you want to do. And I'm just sort of allowing myself to be as bad and messy and make as many embarrassing videos as possible without caring because it really doesn't matter. Like, whoever makes fun of you and makes fun of your videos, like, doesn't matter really. Like, if you're going to be rude, I don't want you in my life, basically. It's that sort of mindset. Anyways, I know it was very concise. I know I probably didn't go into detail for everything, but of course, if you want to know more, I'll expand on each one of them because every single one of these topics could have their own video, which is why so many manifestation people have like 50 videos on different topics because everything is can be so complex and a lot of people have a lot of questions on like the little things. So, if you have any questions, I'd be happy to answer them. But yeah, that's all I wanted to talk about for now. Hopefully, you enjoyed. If you did, please like it. If you didn't, it's okay. You can dislike it. It's fine. But yeah, thank you for watching. I'll see you next time.